been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around.
Hi, y'all.
Hi.
I debated on putting on makeup, but I was like, I just don't feel like it.
I was gonna put on some eyelashes, but I don't know. I didn't wash my face. I didn't feel like it.
What do y'all think about our tea picture? You like it? Is it nice? Boy, y'all, it's hot out here. It is hot out here. Take this cold ice. Oh. This guy across the street's mowing his yard, y'all. This is our citrus tea. It's got oranges, lemons, a whole bunch of ice. Oh, and lemonade is in it, and tea. And it is so good. It is so refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I'll let her kick it off while I water some wilty plants, y'all. I gotta drain the water out of my pond because it's starting to get that brown, what do you call that? Brown algae. There's a name for it though. She's supposed to be kicking it off, y'all, but I don't hear her saying anything.
Well, we're supposed to talk about something scary, but it's not nighttime. I can talk about my ghosts.
We can talk about scary stuff, y'all. It doesn't have to be.
Can y'all hear us better?
Yeah, can you hear us better now?
I could clip this on my shirt, but why is this little thing on it? Oh, mine doesn't have. Only one of them has a. Yours is the only one that has a clipper. I hope this doesn't mess up the sound, y'all, or make it sound really, really loud. I really hope it doesn't. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, you hear that?
Y'all, I'm so uncomfortable. I don't like letting my chunk show. Somebody is staring at me from across the street again. Anyway, I believe in spirits, and I believe that they are very real and they're with us. And I've had some experiences in my life, multiple experiences, good experiences, bad experiences, scary experiences, unexplainable experiences. What about you? What about you?
I have two. Hang on. The door was open.
So, what experience do you want to talk about first, Shalaya? Oh, I forgot, y'all. Welcome back to Misty's Pleasures of Life. Tea Time, episode 5. All right, so do you want to go first, Buddha?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there was a time where I spent the night in we were staying there to take care of my grandfather. And recently, my grandmother died. She died recently, and her hospital bed, because she was going to be on hospice at home, but she never got to. And I slept on that hospital bed. I slept all right at first. And at first, during the middle of the night, I didn't hear anything. And then I started hearing crying down the hallway. It didn't sound like my mom because she was real far away. There's just no way she could have cried like that. It echoed. It didn't sound right. I didn't go look and see who it was either.
And then didn't you say there was a time down in the basement? Oh, I bit my tongue. That you heard crying?
It sounded like it came from the bathroom. Like somebody was in the bathroom crying.
And there was another time shortly after she passed away. We were at the kitchen table talking about the will. My dad never really got along with my brother. And my dad was just not the best person. And we were in there talking, and he started talking about taking my brother out of the will and just on and on about him. And they had a door that closed off the hallway, but they left it open a lot. And you could almost feel somebody rush by, and that door slammed closed. And I've often wondered if that was my mom.
It sounded like someone walked all the way from the kitchen, all the way real mad, and then walked all the way down to the bedroom and slammed the door. So I'm assuming that was her.
And then right after she died, I was very, very upset. And I remember one time we were going to bed in their room. And my dad, he would sleep out in the recliner. He had congestive heart failure, and he just had a lot of problems. And I was sitting on the bed talking about her, and I felt somebody actually sit down on the bed. And I can't remember if they were rubbing my leg or rubbing my back, but it was her. And I remember looking at her, and I was like, did you touch me? And she was like, no. And I was like, that was Mom. Mom's here. Why don't you tell them about the dream you had?
It was like we're at Dollywood again. And she was wearing all white, and she's smiling, and she's like, let's go eat. And she was wearing a purple wig. I don't know why she was wearing purple.
She was wearing what?
A purple wig.
A purple wig?
A bob cut purple wig. I would never see her wear something like that ever. She was wearing all white, and I think she's barefooted. I don't think she's wearing any shoes.
She was wearing all white?
Yeah.
See, y'all? It sounds like she was in heaven. She's wearing all white, and she was not in pain anymore. And she was happy. And when she died, she couldn't eat. She had a bowel blockage, and they put her on hospice. And she was still eating, and we knew it was going to kill her. So that dream that you had, where she was smiling and you said, let's go eat. She could eat again. What's that at?
It's 4 minutes.
Oh, I've not had any experiences since my father passed away. I haven't felt him. Nothing. Not like my mom at all. What about you, Booger? Any dreams?
I've had dreams about Grandpa, but they haven't been very good ones. I had a dream we're eating that Cracker Barrel again.
And?
He looked healthier. He didn't look he didn't look mean. He just looked a lot happier.
Maybe that's because that's what you wanted to see.
I don't know.
These little mics are so cute. There goes the man on his lawnmower again. Here he comes again, y'all. My husband's just standing across the street
He's on the phone.
being creepy. But yeah, I had a lot of experiences with my mom. There would be times I would be so upset and I would be in the bathroom crying and asking her why it had to be her. Why did she have to leave? And I could hear her talk to me. It was like she was there. It was just the strangest thing. It's not easy to talk about. What are you all's thoughts and feelings about the afterlife? And what do you think is there for us when our time here comes to an end? It scares me. I'm scared of death. I think I'm scared of how I'll die. I don't think any of us want to feel pain.
No.
And you know, the funny thing is, children always think they're going to outlive their parents, but that isn't always the case. Y'all, I feel like I got boogers in my nose. Anywho.
So I'm going to talk about my psychosis.
That's not scary.
That is scary.
That is kind of scary, y'all. But I thought we were going to do that on a different episode. She can talk about it a little bit now if she wants to.
Oh.
But we're not going to make this one 40 minutes, y'all. Last one we did was over 40 minutes long. But go ahead, Booger. She's been through a lot. And her going into psychosis was not something that we ever expected to see happen. Nobody can ever prepare themselves for something like that. Ever. And it was just a horrific experience. Very scary.
Well, I know it started off as not getting any sleep. And then,
Well, you got to tell from the beginning. You can't just be like, I wasn't getting any sleep. Because a lot of us don't get enough sleep, but our mind doesn't break.
so I went to this Halloween thing with my uncle, and I was I remember feeling like real scared and nervous, and like I didn't want to go. I was really scared. Probably won't ever go to another one again.
It wasn't really scary.
It was scary. I was terrified.
Were you?
Yes, I was. There was one part where I was sitting on the bench and I thought I was gonna like pass out and have a heart attack because I was so scared. I think that was my anxiety. But then my uncle was like, "If you don't want to do this, I mean, we can always go back. We don't have to do it." And I was like, "No, I can do it. I'll try." And he was dating this Ashley girl at this time. That I thought I liked her a lot, and you know, she's a little weird. I don't know what's wrong.
We're
with her.
back.
And I was saying, I'm sure Ashley will see it. I don't think she looks at our videos, does she?
I'm pretty sure she looks at some.
But I thought the world of her and everything, and then she just started removing me from Facebook, and I add her back again, and she just keep going and removing me, and then she didn't treat my uncle right either. Like,
How has that got anything to do with your psychosis?
I don't know. I just brought it up because I thought about it. And she's like off and on in relationships, gets back with the person, gets back with them again, and so, you know, That's how I feel about her. But
Anyway, my brother's girlfriend had killed herself. It's a long story. I mean, it would make this video too long, but she suffered from major depression. She had bipolar. She wasn't taking medication. And they broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together. And eventually, long story short, she took the shotgun out of his closet and blew her brains out in his room. And we went down there for the funeral and everything, and that's when all this happened to her. She was in that situation with suicide, and my brother was acting up, her uncle, keeping her from being able to sleep. I didn't know it. And she's got bipolar too, and severe anxiety and some other things. She suffers with social phobias and just a bunch of stuff. And I didn't know she'd stopped taking her medication. I knew something wasn't right, though, because she was acting really, really off. And he was drinking every night, and we would have some drink, and she just wasn't sleeping. And I mean, looking back at it, I can see it now. But when I was in it, I couldn't see it happening, I would ask her, what is wrong? What is going on? Because she would cry constantly about everything. But she went to the funeral and all of that. And
I think the funeral kind of broke me.
No, that didn't want to happen.
It is what happened. It broke me.
What happened is my brother was really hateful, and he has this sports car, and we got into the car with him, and he was acting an idiot and all. And one thing led to another, and she just broke. She lost it in the car. And she started slamming her head into the windows and screaming and jerking the steering wheel out of his hands, and she just lost it. That's when she really lost it. And I didn't think me and my brother would ever have a relationship again after that.
I know my brother don't want a relationship with him at all.
But we went into this gas station. I told him, he could go to hell. And we went into this gas station. I called a friend of mine to come pick us up. And we were in the gas station. And she was just talking to herself around in the gas station and talking to my mom, my dead mom. And, and then all of a sudden we sat on the floor. And she was listening to music, rock. And then my brother's girlfriend came over to her and was sitting there. And I didn't want her there. You couldn't get rid of them, though. And then she was pale as a ghost. I mean, she looked horrible. And her eyes just looked dead. And then she just was gone. And later on, she told me she faked it. But I don't think she faked it. I think that was a part of her in the psychosis. Making her think she faked it. I'm not sure. But I thought she had died. And I lost it. I was going to kill myself. I just lost it.
Yeah, I remember getting up and I was like, I'm alive, I'm awake. And I learned looking at her and she was turning purple. And then suddenly one of our closest friends, Dwight, came in and he walked in. I was like, he's getting ready to buy something. And I stopped him in his tracks. I was like, could you hold her, calm her down, like, do what you have to do, and just do something. And it took a while for him to calm her down. But she kind of went back to normal again when she realized nothing happened to me.
But we had to get her in the ambulance, and we went to the hospital, and she started having a episode in the waiting room. And then it was just terrible. It was terrible. And I thought she was going to be all right. We left the hospital and we were waiting. My brother didn't even come to the hospital, y'all. And we were waiting and waiting and waiting for a ride that never showed up. And finally, I was able to get a cab that came out there. And she kept holding my hand the whole time in the cab, telling me, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back there. And I was like, it's just for one night, Booger. Just one night. And that was the biggest mistake of my life. Because I feel like if I would have just brought her back here, I can't say it wouldn't have happened. But I don't think it would have happened. What happened would have happened.
I never slept. I mean, that was pretty bad. I never got any sleep. I tried to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep.
You slept some, Booger. You didn't go that whole time and not sleep.
No, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep at all. I just laid there.
And you never said anything to me.
I don't know. I don't know why I didn't tell you. But I guess I thought I was sleeping.
Intermission. What is that timer? So we don't want this to be 40 minutes, y'all. We might have to talk about it more in our next episode. But that next morning, I got up and I told her, I mean, she was talking to everybody, you know, and I thought she was going to be all right. And I told her, I'm like, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to take a shower and we're going to get out of here. We're going to grab all our stuff and we're going to leave. And I was in the shower and I heard her out there talking to somebody. And I opened the door. I'm like, who are you talking to? She's like, I'm talking to Grandma. Grandma's right here. I'm like, Grandma's not here. She's not here. And I'm like, Booger, just sit down. I'm almost done and we're going to go. You tell them what happened, Booger.
It's kind of triggering talking about it again.
You wanted to talk about it.
I thought I could handle talking about it.
So she can't talk about it.
It's a trigger.
It was a horrible, horrible, horrible. Imagine being 3 hours away from where you live and somebody losing their mind and you're struggling to get back home, fighting them in the car. But when we got to a halfway point, she was herself again. I mean, at least I thought she was. She was like, here I am.
I felt like I got possessed. That's what it felt like. I didn't feel right.
She said Grandma possessed her. Grandma wouldn't have made you do those things, Booger.
I think once I was in the hospital and they took care of me and everything, and well, after I went to Woodbridge, and finally I was able to, they were able to like take care of me, and they washed me and bathed me and stuff like that. That first day I was there, and I was doing okay. They took care of my hair and everything, and they were like complimenting me and everything, and put me in like a robe and stuff, like the nightgown. I remember just sitting there. Like, I was sitting there and I thought I could hear music playing. I thought I could hear music, and I started doing this with my hand on the chair, like an old woman. And then, I couldn't really hear anyone talking because I didn't really talk to anybody because it's like I didn't know how to talk to anybody. I thought I could read it. I thought I could read people's minds. I thought I was like a superhero.
All right, it's a long story, y'all. And I know we've gone from one thing to another. We really need to stay focused on the topic we're going to talk about. And anyway, so I don't want this to be 40 minutes long. I mean, it's okay if it is, but but I think we're going to pick up where we're leaving off next episode, and then we'll finish out talking about everything that happened there. And if she don't want to talk about it, and then I'll just say some things that happened, and then we'll go on to another topic. I think in our next tea time, something that will be good for her is I'm gonna bring some plants out, because Saturday, y'all, is my last working day before I go back out on disability. I don't have a choice, but we're going to bring some plants out on our next tea time. We're going to plant them with you guys and talk about plant health and all that kind of stuff. And don't forget that I'm also going to start a new series just about plant care, gardening, all that kind of stuff. Anything about plants, because she loves plants.
Yeah, I do.
And she needs to go check on her plants in her room. One thing I've noticed she started doing with the plants she's getting now is she's getting plants you don't have to do much with, because she's very forgetful.
I'm not forgetful. I know they're in there. It's just that cactus ones don't need a lot of water.
But if you really want to be a true plant hobbyist, then you got to be willing to get all kinds of plants. My little basil over here is wilty, y'all. She's like, it's hot out here. I put water in her. Maybe I didn't give her enough. I don't think I did. Anyway, hold that thought. All right, y'all. I had really wanted to talk about spooky stuff, and we only talked about it a little bit. So, for anybody who watches this now or 6 months from now, because I'll go back and look, let me know what you would like us to do in our tea time. Do you want to hear more about the spooky stuff? Do you want us to do a nighttime tea time? Y'all, drop those comments. I know, it takes time to drop a comment, but I sure would like it, y'all. And I sure would reply back to you. But we're going to close it off right here, I think. Sorry for all the babbling about different things. But we will stay focused more, won't we?
Yeah.
Won't we, Misty? That's Misty, and I'm Booger. All right, y'all. I'm Misty, and that's Shalaya. And we appreciate whoever watches this. We thank you so much for tuning in to us. This is going to be an ongoing thing forever into eternity for mom and daughter. But thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. Don't forget to share. I'm telling you, y'all, share. It so helps. And hit like. Give me those thumbs up, y'all. Because we're just two lovely women having a conversation.
Yeah.
Want y'all to conversate with us, too. Anyhow, we'll leave it right there, y'all, like I said. And pick up new things next tea time. Oh, before we go, I did want to bring up some of the things we did this past week. What's our timer at? 1 minute?
Yeah.
So, y'all, go check out my easy lasagna soup recipe. Oh my, y'all, it is so, so good. So we did that video. What other video did we do? Oh, we did our Cracker Barrel lunch video and shopping at Cracker Barrel. What's another one we did? I put this and that one up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a thrifting video at this and that in our area, which was really, really nice. Really cool stuff. Really nice store. And I'm pretty sure I had that lasagna soup. Oh, I put up my old-fashioned breakfast skillet, which is the rice, sausage, and eggs. Y'all, that is so good, too. Very, very good. And can't remember if I did another one or not.
That's the one.
But anyway, if y'all watch this, go check out those other videos. They're really, really good. I'm really happy with how some of them turned out. I'm still learning a lot about photography and videography and, all that stuff. There's just so much to learn, and I just love the hobby. I love sharing my life and her life and all the fun little things that we do. Because it's fun. Because life is supposed to be fun. And life is about simple things, y'all. Don't forget. It's the simple things in life that bring all the pleasures. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all, thanks for tuning in to Misty's Pleasures of Life. We hope you watch. We hope you'll keep watching. We hope that you'll comment. And we hope we see you again. Thank you so much, y'all. Bye.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.